We're gonna move you guys. Ah, that chair is so in the way. I'm gonna move you guys up to here, though. I don't know if that really helps any.
Good evening, Talos. Dinner is served in the cafeteria from 6 to 8 p.m.
And then you will put way over here. Watch the base of the stairs to my office. Yeah? Alright, okay. Very, very cool. Fucking weavers are just a normal everyday happening now. That's really cool. I guess while we're here, we'll check out his office. We all happy in here?
Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Oh man, it's good to see you too.
All systems operational. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. I'll have you feeling better soon. All done. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable.
There was a computer here I think we could maybe do, right?
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
No, not there. Your computer. Don't have the password, don't have hacking 3. Alright, so never mind then. Fine. Finally. Get into here. Decryption key. Yeah. Briefcase with some cookies. Nice. Hacking 2? Easy. I do love me a nice big safe. Sci-hypo, medkit, and 3 neuromods. Yeah, alright. I don't love that as much as I coulda, but that's fine. Some more cookies. Cigar box thing. Cellular society. Yet the effects of medical technology on society's norms can be more pronounced. To cite a recent example, one only has to recall cigarette use was often frowned upon as a habit until advances in the food industry that allowed for consumable microspheres that captured and expelled cancer cells from the body. Simultaneously, both the fear of cancer and the stigma attached to smoking vanished within a generation. Now smoking is perceived as no more harmful than drinking a soda. But it stinks like shit, though. It's stinky. If you smoke, you stink. Like, I don't know if anybody tells you, but you stink. Like, really bad. And your house, everything. You stink. I'll take that. Decryption key. Yoink. So I'm sorry, what was that for exactly? Do no harm? I got so much going on. Look at all this. It's a mess. Oh yeah, the transcribe message that was decrypted. Yeah, of course.
Alex! Damn it. Hold on. I'm encrypting the rest of this. Okay. Dr. Cole already wiped the recording of Morgan's breakdown off his computer. The last copy is hidden in his office. I'm not going back. You'll have to get it yourself. A-C-B-A-C. Good luck.
Okay. An objective clue has been added. Enter Deep Storaga. Sure. Hendrik, I need you to remove all sensitive material regarding the psych evals immediately. Of special importance are Morgan's log sessions. I need those What is going on over there? You good? I need those materials in my office. From this point forward, only speak through an encrypted transcribe. I've sent you the decryption key. You should be able to download it from your workstation. Ooh, it's F. Hendrik, Trevor Young is one of our scientists. He was exposed to our inner containment area without proper protection. He's gone through observation and psychotronics and has had his most recent neuromods removed as a precaution. but we'd like to keep him under more standard quarantine until we can be certain there are no lingering psychological effects. Work with Dr. Cole on this. Thanks. Trevor Young was the mind-controlled dude, I think. Is his body still over here? Yeah.
Did you intend to damage me?
I'm pretty sure I didn't, and you're full of shit. Pretty sure on that. Alright, to my office then. Here we go. Get those over there. Alright. Hi, January.
You've been trapped in the simulation for 3 weeks. Normally the tests are only a few days long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're way late on this, January. But thank you. I'm sure you're doing your best. Oh, all these cookies, though. Man. And spare wrench. And a bunch of lures. And a duck beer. Okay. And the disruptor batteries? Yeah, fair enough to make, not too bad. And what was the other thing? And just anti-red, I guess. It was just named so weird, I thought it was new, but I don't think it actually was new. It was just named weirdly. LG repair. Yo, that's straight up magic, man. Cool. Oi. You're crazy quick. How are you so fast with that?
The security station in the lobby might have weapons.
Holy shit. It's like instant. Yeah, security. Yeah, no, I got that. That was like episode 3, January. What the fuck? You've been watching January? Man. Okay, it's just instant. Alright, fine. Okay. Have it your way. Wonder if it'd be worth getting a turret up here. If they can look down up here, could be alright. I'm just not entirely convinced that they can. At least, like, not enough to really be super worth it. I wonder how high I can, like, actually get up here. Right. Materials and sorting inventory and all that. What all do we got going on here? Yeah, spare parts, I'll take those. We're using these at a pretty rapid pace nowadays. I'm taking 30 of the Sci-Hypos that I have spare in here. I'm gonna melt them down. I'm gonna melt them down, because I'm not using these things much. I got some on me, but like, the water gives me a bunch, and for the time being, there's water kind of everywhere, and these turn into really good resources, so I'm gonna do that. Delicious. And then with that, we can make... I need more structural... What is that part specifically called? A synthetic, I guess. Plastics, polymers, that sort of thing, I imagine. Okay, because yeah, weapon upgrade kits are a little bit rough to make without that, and then... we have just one slot available still. Yeah, Yeah, gosh, ammo-wise, we're pretty okay. And I guess just some more Huntress bolt casters. No. More medkits is what I was thinking, but I've got 9 of them, which is fine. More neuromods? What? Well, it's a safe bet. I use these things like all the time. That's fine. You shush. Oh my god, I got a weapon up. Yeah, I can press I to go to my inventory and use it. Let's do that now. Amazing. I bet I'm 1 neuromod short of being able to get something that I've wanted forever. Yeah, suit repair kits and such give you a pretty okay amount of those as well. Not bad. I think I want stun gun. Yeti, you sound so sure. Oh, I know it. Stun gun. With more power. And more power. And I think that's fine for that. And then 1 weapon upgrade kit we'll throw on this guy. Oh, yeah, I can't. Who cannon? Also can't. Right. Well, I'm not sitting here with just 1 left. So let's say shotgun then. Fine. We'll reduce recoil, reload speed. I'm still not convinced the recoil is even that bad with the shotgun. Like, really? I'm right back to default. Like, what? I don't know if that... Okay, no, that is kind of me doing that. Okay, yeah, that's me doing that. Never mind. I just instinctively pull back after I fire it, so I never even really noticed. Psi aptitude, I think I'm still okay with. Psychotronics 2, I think I'm still okay with as well. Hacking 3, I think I want to go for that then. It's either that or leverage 2, I'm thinking. Because with leverage 2, I feel like I could actually throw furniture at a decent rate such that I can actually damage things with it. And that helps get me through a lot more puzzles until I learn how to make recycler grenades, which I only assume I eventually will learn how to do. Oh yeah, mobility too. That's right. Sprint with ludicrous speed and jump incredibly high. Is this going to be too much? I feel like it might be. This upgrade was great though, because this allows me to more easily get out of the fire phantoms things and the poltergeist whatever. Like I move so fast. Oh wow. You're not kidding about that. I am a raptor now. Look at me go. Oh my god, Calvino, you should see me. You'd be so proud. Oh shit. Although I don't think Calvino and I actually have anything at all related with one another. Right, I'll fix up this screen. You know, and speaking of fixing up screens, and also speaking of Calvino, actually, let's go to Calvino and see if I can repair. Do I remember where Calvino was? That's the bigger question. Yes, I do. I think he's over across that way.
Scanning target. Type of material inconclusive.
I want to see if I can use... This place is so thrashed. Calvino's monitors. To repair the calibration screen. I'm waiting for greater mimics to be just the norm because I can't scan greater mimics, I'm pretty sure. The basic ones, yeah. I think those I can do. Like, with 100% success, that is. But the greater ones, I'm thinking I don't yet know how to scan for. The psychoscope's not good enough for it. So I'm curious to see. Apparently we're heading this way for the black box lab too. Not fully certain on that exactly. It might be leading me out the airlock. So whenever greater mimics become a thing, I don't know if there's like super greater mimics or what that are just like, I'm a wall. I just walk into a room and it's like, this room wasn't here before. What the hell? Or like mimics glue. Are we clear out here? No. It's like every time this guy. It's like every time with you. Oh, 106 damage crit in the back. One shot him. Ah. Oh. Oh, satisfaction. You know, there's all sorts of wild garbage happening over here. And the black box objective... Yeah, I think that's leading me outside. What are you doing out here? Hello? You're a new one. The nightmare is hunting me. I think I discovered what fear does. It just spun my camera around the bunch. So a nightmare, I guess. You come along this way again. Whoops. We'll just pretend. Same loot, so that's cool. I think that's it. What's all this garbage? Huh. Just stuff. Right. Can we, It doesn't seem to know I'm here yet. And it was fairly healthy. 3 recycler charges, maybe? That's way too far away. Okay, cool. What the fuck is this thing, dude? Yeah, you're locked out, bitch. Ah! Yeah, that's fear. Whoa. Okay. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. It's got a timer? What's going on here with this thing? Let me read up on this. Evade or kill the nightmare. The typhon sense you are a threat to their ecology and have created a nightmare to hunt you. Use stealth or distraction to evade the nightmare until it leaves the area or destroy it if you can. Yeah, no, we can maybe go for destroying that. Research, because I got a scan off on it. Unknown typhon organism, no entries found. Contact Kelstrip. Typhon responds to an anomaly in their ecology, something that's like them, but isn't. me. Only purpose seems to be to hunt me down. It seems unstoppable. Weakness to psychic. Immune to EMP and stun. And unknowingly shouted and destroyed my recycler charges, all 3 of them. The bastard thing. Unbelievable. Kia! Not that. Oh, that's slow going. Oh, I don't know if any of that was worth it. Alright. We killed. There's still other randos out there. We got it. I mean, apparently there's 5 of them, at least, around. This is just a thing that we have now. Sometimes, I guess. Great. That was a lot of my ammo and stuff to take it out. 30 typhon organs, though, and a typhon cortex. Typhon cortex. A rich concentration of exotic material which can be used to fabricate neuromods. 1.8 material yield off of that just alone, and the 30 some like 4-ish. It's a lot of exotic. A lot of exotic. I'm really upset about the recycler charges because I don't have many more of those now. Oh hey, what are you? Never went in here before, did I? Hey, that dude. Randall Wood. Aw, poor guy. Spare parts. Okay. Neat. No, not the Q-beam. Well, would you look at that? I got totally distracted. I remember seeing that before and opening it, and then I got completely distracted because there's a dude stomping around and I didn't want to be over there. I remember. Okay. We'll bypass that. We'll let it keep doing that shocky thing since that seems to work as an okay, like, defense for me. Oh, that's a weaver making those sounds. Those were very new sounds to me. Okay, another weaver. How about that weaver, though? Don't wanna, huh? Okay. This is the wrong way. Does that work? I feel like that's not working. We okay in here? This room is so vacant. Nice and safe though. That I like. What was the story with this? Aside from apparently some radiation? Ah, that was beams and waves, wasn't it? That's right. Okay, yeah, that... I don't really need to be over here at all. I was more or less just retreating slash checking the area. Okay, yeah, no new data on Weavers. I want Calvino's lab.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
It's fantastic to see you, but not now, my man. Everything fine in here, too? Man, that upstairs area is just awful. Network utilities. Prototype touch scan in Kelstrip's office. 1779. That's not on the list. But diagnose screens, maybe it brings it up. Screen damage detected. Yeah. No fixing that though, huh? Okay. I thought maybe you could fix it up and we could reuse it. In Black Box Lab, I'm fairly sure that's sending me outside. Or is it? Oh. Okay. So I do need to go up there. Just checking our ammo situation. Looking fine. Ow. Jesus. Do so much damage with the wrench now. And yeah. Oh my god, come on. There it goes. Go that way. Kinda? God, that's so good. I'm not sure I'll ever get used to that. And then the Weaver. Yeah. It's got its shield up currently. Fucking hell. Man, fear is really, fear's really a thing, huh? Still think this is the way to bring down Weavers, but they can be glued if you take down their shield.
Hello. Good to
That's
see
just,
you again,
yeah,
Dr.
it's
Yu.
awesome, right?
Pardon me.
No, you're fine.
Superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle.
Oh, you're amazing.
Good as new. You can fill out a service
And
questionnaire
I
at
can,
the
like,
front desk.
keep you safe and stuff, but it makes it a little harder to get into you then, huh? Yeah. You'll just have to stay safe in here, dude. And we'll check the side area, see if I can get some free armor while I'm at it, and then we can head up to beams and waves.
Operator approach.
Oh, well, you know, it's we got dude down here still, don't we? Yeah, we still got that guy. I can repair it though. Cool. Phantom Shift 2. Finally! Got him out of here too. And now stuff will probably respawn in here. Be typical. Well, there's already things spawned in here, so we didn't spawn more. Radiation shielding. Hey, I got an idea what I can do with that. Radiation shielding. Resistance to radiation. Not immunity, though. Just resistance. Petri dish and biohazard. Why is that there? A little bit strange. Alright, and there's the... satellite psychotronic transistor?
Coming through.
Oh, okay. What's that for? Do I melt that down? Faux psychotronic signals. Alright. I don't know why I want that, but I've got it now. So that's neat. And then this was all radiated. What's over there? Just a toolkit and wrench fabrication plan. What? Yeah, radiation poisoning. What does that do exactly, though, besides giving me like a weird dial-up noise? Status radiation 100. Slowed health regeneration, stamina drains faster, prevents well-fed, and stumbling? Medical operators can fix that, apparently. Okay, it does also hurt. Like a decent bit. Okay. What if I recycler charge you? I assume that shuts it up. Just... okay, what? It shouldn't take two. I feel like the range on these is not great. Yeah, okay. That fixed it up. And stumbling, I'm holding S right now, and I'm just like... ooh, what's that, another glue gun? Alright. Was any of that worth it? I feel like that was all just such a it's just like a big radiation tutorial. The wrench fabrication plan. Unbelievable. Inspect me, come on. Oh. Thank you. Carry on. And then... no, I'm coming through, slowly zigzagging my way across over here. Up this guy.
Hello, are you here for an appointment?
Help, I'm sick.
Diagnosing.
You guys are overpowered.
Concerning level of degradation.
Thank you.
I'll have you feeling better soon.
So yeah, we got goobers in here too. Okay. So yeah, that's the black box lab there, huh? You're just a normal one, right? Yeah. Hi, I'll be right with you. Anyone else? Q-beam cells. I came over here to see if I could repair the screen. I didn't think that the black box was over here, but hey, this works. Q-beam cell fabrication plan. All the Q-beam cells in the world? And some fancier looking operators. I can't loot these though. Oh, what? Yeah, no, I can't loot these. Different operators. More cells. Sci-hypo, I guess. Shotgun shells. Yes, please. Suit repair kit. Fine. Yeah, no like taped on name or anything. Black box Q3 update backup file. Sure. Confidential progress report 10B3. Attention, William U. Hardware Labs by Lane Carpenter. Q-beam attachment for NCN-9 black box military operators is progressing ahead of schedule. Development on outstanding tasks has been broken down below. Microcooling plate optimizations 87% complete. Recirculating ambient control 70% complete. As you can see, we're nearly there. Once the cooling system has been optimized and migrated into the Q-beam firing mechanism, prototypes will be sent Earthside. Testing is proceeding as planned. Preliminary results show promising excitations in the molecular structure of energized systems. Live target not yet. These things have Q-beam things mounted on them. TSQPB-S11 quasi-particle beam is a prototype directed energy weapon. A stream of volatile quasi-particles causes rapidly cascading excitations and energetic systems of matter to the point of rupture. I'll learn how to make it. Yeah, sure. I don't know what's the point of learning how to make these. Like, what is there a point to the wrench fabrication plan? Like, in case you get rid of your wrench, I suppose. It seems really odd to me, though. Is it odd to anyone else? It's odd to me. It's really odd. It's strange. Okay. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all here. And this was, yeah, that's back beneath. Okay. So, like, areas like this are kind of cool to keep in mind. I'd like to... those small things that I had once upon a time. That works. To fit under there. Cool. Because if nightmares are a thing, it's expensive fighting them. Worth it, I think, if I need exotic material, like, holy shit. But, if a nightmare pops up, I can run off and hide, / use those wild routes like that to get around a bit better, to evade. There's a lot of odd areas in the map that are like kind of a dead end, but not fully. And I was really unsure why those are there. But now it makes a bit more sense. I don't know how sensitive you guys are to movement exactly. I'd like one of these boxes, not the explosive container. Very nice. Okay. Ow! Ow! Man, fire is a little bit sensitive sometimes. India turret. Not fully sure I care too much, but I can maybe bring you out to somewhere where I would like you. Because like out here, I really don't know how much more we're going to be back here. I think we've done pretty much everything on this side, but I can bring it back to the main lobby. Well, no, I can't. I can't bring it through the door. Complicated. Oh, there's still some material there. Very large corpse this thing's got. Very large corpse. We'll fix you up too. Repair, fortify, carry you over. I could lock this. And then I can unlock it from this side too. Alright. So that locks us down like kind of sort of proper though. So we can get these set up a little bit better over here, yeah? I never figured out your combination for your safe. Oh, maybe I did. Did forget the code ES and XE. What's that? Einsteinium and Xeon? Perfect. Xeon 54. ES though. Is that Einsteinium? Should be one of these oddens then if it is. Yeah, 99. 9954? I thought that was literally the code sticking onto the side. Anti-rad pharma fabrication plan. Again. Hypo, recycler charge and stuff. Yeah, sure. Cool. Moving on. Not really seeing a whole lot else out there. So we're heading now. I'm wondering if I want to take a look at the power plant breach, actually. In which case, we may as well just head out this way. And work, like, it's kind of far-ish away, but, like, at the same time, not really. Unlock that behind me. Like, this area is going to be nasty because I don't have any defenses over here, but at the same time, don't know if I care too much. It's going to be just, like, really bad over here, though. I don't think there are... Ah, yeah, there is a turret here, I guess. Repair, fortify. Carry, yeah, jeez, I don't know. I'll bring it back over here. You can be extra security, I guess.